Welcome to a special episode of Anni Knits. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel Anni Knits. My name is Annina and I'm a knitwear designer based on the west coast of Finland. And this is my channel where I share everything about my knitting and about my designs. And this is a little special episode today where I am sharing 10 different patterns that are perfect for the festive season. So few of them are those festive designs and few of them are something that works well for gift knitting. As a designer, I am focusing on creating size-inclusive patterns so that knitters of all sizes can feel welcome. And I have a background in sewing. I'm a seamstress, so a good fit across all sizes. That's also a very key point in my designing. So if you are new here, you are welcome to join me here. I'm still fairly new when it comes to designing garments. I have published quite a few patterns and most of them are socks and accessories, but I do have some adult garments as well as kids garments. So I'm still learning what comes to, creating across all sizes, but we are here to learn and I try to do my best on that field. So the first pattern we are talking about today is the Nordic Noel. And I am wearing a wrong size because this is my husband's and not mine at all. For me, this is a size too small. It has technically 0 ease across my bust. This is size 3. And I usually make size 4 or size 5 for myself because I am kind of in between some sizes. But Nordic Noel, I'm looking down because I have my notes. Nordic Noel comes in 9 sizes from the finished bust circumference of 85 to 165 centimeters or 33.5 to 65 inches. And all sizes are between 10 or 4 inches, 10 centimeters apart. So this is size 3 and I will put some pictures I took today. My friend is wearing size 2 and she wanted a little bit of a cropped fit, a tighter fit, and my husband wearing size 3. I needed the size 2 for my friend, but Drops Daisy, which is the yarn suggested in the pattern, does not handle well in a washing machine. It says to hand wash only, but I didn't listen, so I took a risk. I put it in the delicate cycle and it shrank a bit. So it is a little bit shorter sleeves and tighter fit than it originally was because it did shrink a little bit in the washing machine. But anyway, this is a worsted weight or DK weight pattern. Drops Daisy is 110 meters per 50 grams and it's a 19 stitch gauge and I am wearing the stripy version, but the solid colored version is the one that is suggested in the pattern, and the stripes are just a modification that I also include in the pattern. So Nordic Noel was our first pattern of the day. The second pattern of today is the Julgubbe Socks. This is a colorwork pattern that I released last Christmas. And Julgubbe Socks, they also have quite a wide size range. It comes in 5 sizes and it's worked in a fingering weight yarn. It's the Fiber Go Amble yarn, which is a kind of a plump DK fingering weight yarn. So the colorwork socks are all the fun things happened on the cuff in the beginning. You do some bubbles and then those Santa motifs, and then it's a simple light stitch colorwork, which is very simple to do. So all the hard things happen at the first couple of centimeters, and then it's smooth sailing after that. So This has, like I said, 5 sizes from a foot circumference of 18 centimeters to 28 centimeters, or 7 to 11 inches. So there's sizes from a child to a bigger adult foot. So there's plenty of different sizes to choose from. Yeah, so that was pattern number 2. The next pattern that I am showing you today is my Vohveli cowl. This is a pattern that I released, I think, 2 years ago. I have one here. This is the original sample. It's all stretched out now that I wear it a ton. I have been wearing it now when the weather is hovering around 0 degrees Celsius. So it's cold, but it's not like seriously cold like here in Finland. Sometimes it can be like -20 or something like that. So this is the perfect accessory for a mild winter or fall. And I have made a ton of these as gifts. This is a very simple and quick knit. It is a 15 stitch gauge, and I will hold it this way. It's this bandana style cowl, and I'll put it on. It just sits so well. It's easy to throw on. It's a broken rib, beautiful little pattern. Some texture, but not hard to memorize. And it's just such a wonderful accessory that is very fast to whip up. So in my opinion, this is a perfect gift knit. And it comes in 3 different sizes. There is a child or junior size, and then 2 different adult sizes. So it's easy to whip up as gifts because it has some different sizes. The original one is made with Peruvian Highland wool held with mohair, but I have used Drops Air to do it. Plenty of different yarn combinations. I've done one in just DK weight. It turned out a little bit tighter than the original sample, but it works really well. So yeah, like I said, I have done many of these as gifts, and I think it's a wonderful pattern for that. There's also a Vohveli hat which goes with the cowl. It's a separate pattern, so it has just the same stitch pattern, but I didn't include it to this pattern roundup. The next pattern I'm talking about is Rusko beanie. And if you have followed my channel any length of time, you have seen it getting a little sister Rusko light just recently. Rusko is a very basic beanie pattern. It comes in 2 different patterns. So the original one is for a DK weight, and then there's also the light version. And when you purchase the pattern, you get both versions. Both weight versions include 6 different sizes, from newborn to a large adult size. So there is 3 kid sizes and 3 adult sizes. So again, a very wide range. And the fun thing about Rusko beanie is that little star crown decreases. So it's a 3-way decrease, and it creates this fun little crown, if you want to say that. So yeah, Rusko beanie is again a very good gift knit. Hats are always very fast, or they are fairly quick to knit up, so that's always a nice thing. Now let's dive back in onto the Christmas patterns. This is now pattern number 5, I think, yes. These are the Joulumieli Christmas Spirit socks. This was time when I wasn't very experienced using Ravelry, and I named my patterns in 2 different languages because I don't know what I was doing, but you can find them with the name Joulumieli Christmas Spirit socks. This was originally a knit-along that I did on my Facebook group, which is no longer, or it's still there, but I haven't posted anything for like 2 years. This is pattern which is made for DK weight sock yarn. This is very common here in Finland, or I don't know if Sweden and Norway are like this too, but in Finland everyone knits these thick wool socks with colorwork, and as fun and as fabulous they are to look at, I can't stand hot feet, so I don't wear these kind of thick socks myself, but I have still designed them, and they are very fun. These socks have beautiful motifs from spruce trees to snowmen to sand hats to reindeer, and they are just very festive and very Christmassy. They have 2 different size options, so 2 different calf sizes. The original sample was used or was made in kaupunkilanka kivijalka, which is I don't know if it's classified as worsted, but I think you can get this gauge 26 stitches in 28 rows in 4 inches or 10 centimeters. You can get this gauge by using DK weight yarn as well. So yeah, fun Christmassy colorwork socks, and they come in 2 different calf sizes, and of course the foot length is adjustable. So if you are craving for these crazy fun Christmas socks, this is your pattern. I just have to give you a little warning. It was one of my first patterns, and I haven't looked at the pattern since, and I think it was 2020 when I have published this in 2020, and the pattern probably looks like that, but I think it's important to embrace our the beginnings, and you can see how far you have developed after those. But anyway, a fun pattern, and it's basically just the chart that you need to make these socks. The next Christmassy sock pattern is something that I released last year, and this was made for the Fiber Co. So I don't sell this at my own Ravel, or it's not included in this. It's not a self-published pattern. The Fiber Co still owns the pattern, but I wanted to share it because you can still purchase it through Ravelry, I guess, and it is a design by me, even though it's not sold by me. But Festive Mistletoe socks, a very beautiful and delicate Christmassy socks. It's not like in your face Christmas as some of my other patterns are. So that's a very beautiful pattern for those who want something a little bit more elegant. And it's also made in the Fiber Co amble, and it is classified as fingering, but it is a little plumper fingering weight yarn. It comes in 5 sizes, and I don't know, that's also a very simple sock. It just has this color work in the beginning, and then it's just a vanilla sock, so a very mindless knit to make. The next pattern I am going to talk about is another cowl, and it's another bandana style cowl because I just love wearing those myself. And this is from last year, and this is called the Coastland Cowl, and it has this little shell motifs on the side, actually this way, and it's worked up diagonally and then seamed at the back of the cowl. And this pattern is worked with a DK weight yarn, and it has 2 different sizes, but the size difference comes from a different gauge. So there's only one set of instructions, but the stitch gauge is either 18 or 16 stitches. So you can actually whip this up in a worsted weight or DK, whatever you feel like. The orange sample that I made, I used Seitsemän veljestä, the Seven Brothers yarn, Novita yarn, Nature, and this is a tencel and wool blend, but this one is just worked with your typical DK weight merino wool. The only thing is why I didn't put this as the first sample, because I did run out of yarn just at the very tip here. So I couldn't recommend DK weight yarn because you can't get a whole or a full cowl in one ball or one skein. You need to have more than one. So I did suggest a little bit thicker yarn, 200 meters per 100 grams, so that you have to buy more, but then you don't run out. So that is the Coastland Cowl, and again, a beautiful gift knit. I've also gifted this pattern to someone, or I have made a gift last year with this pattern. That was our pattern number 7. That was our pattern number 7. So we have 3 more patterns to go. So the next pattern is a mitten pattern. This also comes with a sister socks, but I wanted to highlight one of my mitten patterns, and these are the Joulutunnelma mittens. So these are the mittens, and they are full of my hair. These are the first pair, and I didn't use so festive colors on these ones. I did make mine in blue, red, yellow, and white. The sample shown in the photos. This pattern is also using Novita 7 Brothers yarn, because that's very readily available here in Finland, and you know, it's something that you can easily grab if you are in a supermarket or something. So this pattern only comes in one size, but changing the gauge, it's a rather tight gauge for worsted to DK weight yarn. So it's a 23 stitch gauge in colorwork, and you can easily grab 0.5 millimeter or 1 millimeter bigger needles to modify the size to be a little bit bigger. It has a picot edge, and they have been worn so much, and that's why they don't look pristine, but I think the samples are made to be used. So I don't hold my samples anywhere, and I don't keep them nice and pristine, because I think these woolly items deserve to be worn. So Joulutunnelma mittens, and that was our second to last pattern today. The 10th pattern that I decided to highlight today is a Swift cowl, and it looks rugged because my husband has been wearing it to pieces. This is the original sample. This is a simple little tube cowl with colorwork, and it is worked in sport weight yarn. This is the Istex Gump yarn, which is a merino wool yarn, and what can I say? It's a very simple cowl. It's very warm because, you know, it's a double layered cowl, and my husband has been loving this. He wears this to bits and or to pieces, and I think it's a very easy pattern to gift. I think this has also been stretched so much that it's shrunk in length, and it has been going a little bit wider. But yeah, those were the 10 patterns that I wanted to talk about. But I do have one more thing that I wanted to share because of the nature of Christmas and advent calendars. Because I made this blanket using my last year's advent calendar, which was the Camijo Advent, and I had the glitter base. So I used up my advent to create this pattern, and I have been loving this blanket. This is ZIgzag Zen blanket, and this is the smaller size. It comes in 2 sizes. and I'll put a picture of the whole blanket. It's been living on our bed. We use it a lot. So this is a smaller size, which is like the lap blanket or a throw baby blanket. No, the throw size is a bigger one. So this is the lap blanket, and it's not a very very big blanket, but I managed to use most of my advent to this, and the pattern includes all the information how you would, or how much yardage you need. I had to hold together different like in this color I have 2 different yarns together marled, because you don't have enough yardage if you are using one color multiple times. So some colors are a combination between 2 different colors, so that you need to take into account. But ZIgzag Zen, it's a mindless garter modular blanket pattern, such a fun knit to do, and it's actually surprisingly quick to make, because it's kind of this Moorish pattern when you want to do just the stripe, one more stripe, and finish this section. And I think it's very engaging, and I loved making mine. I have had so much feedback about this pattern that it's wonderful. And if you are looking for a project for your advent calendar, may I suggest you have a look at this pattern. But now the gift or the surprise that I promised at the beginning is I decided to give you a 10% discount from all of these patterns that I have shown here until the end of November. Use the code FESTIVE10 to receive a 10% discount of all of these patterns and get your gift knitting started. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this little special episode. I have one other this kind of an episode planned, so if you like this, please leave me a comment in the description or in the comment section, so that I know if there's a market for these kind of videos. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I will put a little picture collage of my testers versions of the Nordic Noel sweater, because I just I was in awe because of all of those beautiful pictures. So enjoy the little collage at the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting me. If you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.